Well, my name is Yoon Ho Jung, and as introduced by Mr. Jin Lee, I am owning a consulting firm called Veyond, and this firm is more focused on telecom, media, internet related management consultancy. And after studying in UK, I have been working in Accenture for a while. Accenture was, as you can well imagine, technology-driven management consulting firm. And I do management consulting experience really from this one. And the slides that I'm going to show you is how the Korean are using broadband in real life. Maybe Mr. Hee-jin Lee is explaining from more academic and more structural view. I'm giving you more what's happening in real market in Korea. Okay, there are many points that you can see using the broadband, and it affects many different areas. And this is not the full list. This is some of the lists that you can easily match with your own country, Australia. The broadband, first of all, it gave us a new opportunity in the media sector especially, because this is a very video-friendly environment. And KT is a integrated telecom service company like Telstra. And this company has been losing their markets because there's no more traditional telecom. So they are very much moving forward to embrace the new technology based on internet, which is IPTV. And IPTV is something that you have to experience. Without experiencing it, you cannot actually see what are the potentials. And this company, KT, is very much heavily investing their time, and slowly the customers are seeing what are the values of this one. The most important thing is the customized contents, and as you can imagine, the media becomes one-to-one, and IPTV is one of the areas that you can see in the new era. The second thing you can see is the video. And the internet is basically, if you want to reach to the main customers, it has to be fun and it has to be entertaining. And for that reason, content is the very important part. And traditional medium, traditional broadcasting cannot actually embrace this kind of thing. And internet TV becomes very possible because of this broadband infra. And Pandora TV, you can imagine that this is something like YouTube, but this is more than YouTube, and YouTube more sophisticated version, and it started actually quite earlier than YouTube. And Pandora TV, for their potential, they are getting a lot of investment from the foreign companies. So Pandora TV is, if you are in the internet TV industry, this is some of the things that you want to see in the future more frequently. And as Hee-jin just mentioned about MMORPG, which is multi-massive online role-playing game, and NCSoft was the pioneer of this area, and this is one of the game called Veyond. And there are many companies like this one, and from the non-Korean perspective, there's interesting points. Let's say if you are a big fan of, I'm sure that you are not a very big fan of console games such as like FIFA 11. You are? Okay. That's good. EA Sports is the big player in this area, and EA Sports recently invested a lot of money in Korea to acquire and to make a joint venture company with Neowiz. What they have done is, if you want to play FIFA or Winning 11, you have to have the console. But now, you can have exactly the same experience without having the console. Then, what they did was, they are very famous with their game title called FIFA. But now what they have a game called FIFA Online, which is they can use FIFA exactly the same without having it. And what they do is EA Sports and Neowiz, they combine each other. And this is not limited to EA Sports only. If you see the game industry in Korea, there are lots of foreign investors coming to join forces. What they're doing is, they want to use the experience in Korea and move back to the other countries and make money. NCSoft is one of the good examples. And from the media, because this is, as you can see, this is a very interesting phenomenon in Korea. This is a gadget called PMP, which is Personal Media Player. And it's not a phone. it's a personal media player. So you carry it and you use it every time. And you can consume different types of contents, like music, video, everything. And it was possible because there was broadband. Let's say I want to look at some video contents which is about 50 minutes. And if I want to download in here, it takes, let's say, 1 or 2 minutes is okay in Korea. I can download it 1 or 2 minutes. So I can get many new contents inside here. But let's say if it takes 3 or 4 hours, nobody will use this kind of thing. And when you go to the commuting time in Korea, in the subway, let's say, about young generations, they use this kind of thing to use the commuting time. And now this is, these days, very much coupled with internet, mobile TV, and it becomes more and more powerful. So, unfortunately, Nokia or Sony Ericsson or the other Motorola is not performing very well in Korea because we are talking something like this one, and they do not have something like this one. And for that reason, Samsung and LG are proven to be successful in the other markets because we know these kind of experiences, and we make this one to show this one to the world. And this is another new initiative led by KT. As I told you, KT is not anymore relying on traditional telecom business. They have to move to the IP or internet-related business. And this one is a internet phone. And people are using phones not anymore like they used to. So what this can do is they can do not only the phone, but they can do all different kind of things, such as like you can send messages, texts, and media, and even you can do the ATM or what we call banking. So this kind of tool makes you decrease your price. At the same time, it enlarges your possibilities of doing different things. And you are thinking about this is targeting for housewives or household. So when they get accustomed with this one, they are making new value-added services, and KT is trying to make monetize on the new services. And this one is actually moving quite well. Internet phone is replacing the traditional phones. News, this is like a e-democracy. Oh My News is a user-generated contents-related news services, and this is very much well known for the non-government organizations. And democracy, so whenever people go, they fill in the new media news, and they just load it, they just upload it, download easily. So it becomes a very powerful medium tool. E-government, Hee-jin has already mentioned before. So when you are in Korea, when you want to use some social activities or social related services, it's quite easy. And education, this is a company called Mega Study, and what they do is they provide internet-based online learning contents. And this is a must-have item for someone who wants to enter university in Korea. So what they do is they get lectures from the very well-known, very good teaching faculties or professors or teachers. And then they, even though they are living in a far part, even though they are not living in the Seoul area, they can easily go and see and get the same opportunity as they are having in the metropolitan area. So Mega Study is a very good example of making business profitability at the same time reaching to the traditionally non-reached areas. So this is making very good success, and if you find this kind of thing, if you are interested, FT has, Financial Times has already mentioned Mega Study as a very successful model, both as public and private. So there are many more things, but these are one of the good examples, and if you have any questions, I'll be waiting out there once the heating session is finished. Oh, one second. This is my last slide. This one is showing that because of the broadband, each of the sectors interact and they actually affect. It does not start with one only single actor. Let's say game affects education, education affects media, broadcasting is affecting news, all these kind of things. And we are seeing the new pictures of that.